I'm Leora, I'm 14 years old.
My name is Nicoletta Suma, I am 15 years old.
My name is Justin Mincy, I'm 16 years old, and I got to check out Back to the Future on Broadway.
Back to the Future is about a teenage boy named Marty McFly, whose best friend in the whole world is a kind of crazy scientist who builds a time machine, and Marty accidentally travels back to the year 1955.
Marty now has accidentally put his existence at risk when he comes into interference with the relationship between his parents. Now he has to save their love and going back into the 80s and hopefully save Doc before it's too late.
My mom showed me the first movie, a few years ago, which I absolutely loved, and I very quickly went to see the next ones. So they're amazing movies, so I was really happy that the musical followed the movies so closely. But if you haven't seen the movies yet, definitely go see them, because they're awesome.
I remember seeing the film for the first time and just was surprised by all the unexpected twists and just how different the plot was. And I'm not myself a big sci-fi fan, but after that I had to see all the other ones.
I hadn't seen the original movie in a while, but I rewatched it the day of the show before I saw it, and I completely understand why everyone loves it. It's so funny and hopeful, and even though some people didn't, I immediately saw the vision for an epic Broadway musical, and it was epic.
My favorite song in Back to the Future probably was Gotta Start Somewhere, sung by the character Goldie Wilson because of how electrifying the music really is in this production. And so by the end, everyone was just clapping, and I just haven't been able to get that song stuck out of my head since.
My favorite song in the show was For the Dreamers. It really spoke to me, and Roger Bart delivered it with such humor and truth, and it was just a beautiful song. The music in the show was actually amazing. I absolutely loved it, and it corresponded with whatever time period they were in, which was such a cool and fun touch. Like when they were in the 80s, it was sort of 80s vibe music, and when they were in the 50s, it was more like Elvis 50s vibes. That was just awesome.
My favorite character is Dave, Marty's brother, I think older brother. But the actor who played him also played a bunch of other smaller roles, and I just couldn't take my eyes off of him when he was on stage. His stage presence was amazing, and I also loved how all of the actors were able to portray the movie characters as well as the musical characters so nicely and merge the gap.
I loved Jelani Remy as Goldie Wilson. He was such a joy to watch on stage, and by the end of his song, my jaw was in pain because I was smiling so hard. And his character is just so inspiring because he genuinely believed in himself and did something that other people told him would never happen, which is another cool parallel to what the Doc and Marty did by time traveling.
I didn't really know how the effects would be done, and then when they were done, like my jaw was dropped, especially at the end when we see the DeLorean flying. I still don't know how they did that, and don't think I ever will know, but it was just so crazy how that was getting pulled off in just a Broadway theater, and that was so cool.
Some people have said that the DeLorean alone is worth a ticket, and I mean, if you're gonna go just to see the DeLorean, you're gonna see some really incredible special effects and get to experience an awesome new Broadway musical.
Yes, of course other teenagers would enjoy Back to the Future. Everyone would enjoy Back to the Future. There's references to everything. There's jokes that literally everyone can enjoy, from dirty-minded teenagers to little kids who know nothing. And it's just a whole lot of fun for everybody.
I think other teenagers would really enjoy Back to the Future because when you're in the theater, you really forget about reality and you just get to go back in time. And everything about the show is so impressive that by the end you just have your jaw dropped. And it's an experience that you won't want to miss.
I totally think that you would still adore this musical even if you don't know the movie. You get the full story with all the visual pizzazz, catchy songs, and powerful acting. And this show made it so easy to just fall completely in love with these characters.
To quote the show, I would say heavy. But in reality, the show was more fun. Like, it was just fun to watch, and I'm sure it was fun to be in. Obviously, I would kill to be in Back to the Future.
If I could describe Back to the Future in one word, it would be electric. The entire production reels you in from start to finish, and since the musical is so immersive, it makes it feel as if you too are part of the story, rather than just seeing it.
I think it would be spectacular. This musical was just absolutely spectacular. It was so refreshing and exciting to see a show stay so loyal to its source material while also feeling new and musical theatery and fun.
Back to the Future is running on Broadway at the Winter Garden Theater.
Check back later for more from Broadway World's brand new series,
Teen Critics.